cooking. Okay, mira mi gente. All right, guys, what's going on? RafaelYaps podcast. I got my boy Sage out here in Miami for something that's been waited on by a lot of people. If you're watching this video, chances are you do know who we are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let Sage introduce himself for anybody who might not know him, and I'm also put his social media, everything right up here on the screen so y'all can see. But go ahead, Sage.
What's going on, man? It's Play Sage coming all the way from San Antonio, Texas. Just putting on for the city. You know what we do. It's a pleasure being out here, bro. Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you, fam. So, guys, today's podcast, realistically, like, me and Sage be hanging out all the time, bro, especially since he's been out here these past 3 days. And the main thing I wanted to get through with this was really, like, giving y'all a breakdown necessarily of Sage and his journey with his business. And in a way of us kind of peeling back the curtains and showing you guys what we do, how we do it, and a little bit about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We could help some people along the way because a lot of people that follow us, you know, are kind of in those stages that we were in at one point in time, right? And when we share our story, when we share what we've been through, when we share what we do, you know, it can help you guys kind of navigate through those little parts of your life. So, Sage, where are you from, bro? Like, how was it growing up? You know what I'm saying? Tell me a little bit about your story. Tell me a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, young Sage and what characteristics about him kind of made him stand out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's been everything from my childhood definitely made me who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Not the best upcoming, but I'm definitely not complaining. You know, I came from a single mother who was raising 3 kids on her own. So just being in that type of situation early, you kind of grow up with a different outlook on life. You know what I'm saying? So my father wasn't really around like that when I was young, but we got a great relationship going now, which is dope. But, you know, not having that type of figure around when you're younger definitely impacts you in a certain way and shit. So it was a lot of stuff that I had to get through to get where I'm at today like that.
Yeah, yeah. I always tell people, bro, and I relate to you. Of course, I was raised by a single mom too, but I always tell people, like, dog, I do not like looking back on my childhood necessarily. Yeah. Like, I think life's way better now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure, bro, for sure. Definitely, my childhood was one of those things where it was like I didn't really get to enjoy it. Mm-hmm. So that's why, honestly, I work so hard now, bro, so I can enjoy life and honestly just be a big ass kid. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you. I feel like you've been seeing firsthand how we act like big ass kids.
For sure, bro, for sure. I ain't gonna lie, it was a legendary 72 hours out here in Miami.
Hell yeah, bro.
Definitely life changing.
Nah, dude, we've been having fun and we've been working a lot.
Anything that has been with me fucking with you has been life changing.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? So,
no, man, I appreciate that, dog. I think that it's also one of those things too where it's like you've been so dedicated to your craft, so ready for the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, what really for you necessarily led you down the path of tattooing? I know you said you told me before that you grew up with it, that your uncle was a tattoo artist.
Yeah, bro.
You know, so kind of give everyone else who's watching this like a little bit of insight on kind of how you grew up around tattooing and how it kind of impacted you.
Yeah, so I had an uncle who was a tattoo artist, and like I was saying, bro, my father, he wasn't really around like that too much, you know what I'm saying? So I had an uncle, he was a tattoo artist, and we would always be pulling up on him, chilling at his shop, you know what I'm saying? From a young age, I would be just over there on the light board.
You were good at drawing or you were bad at drawing?
I ain't gonna lie, I felt like I was a shit. But I'm over there like tracing flash, you know, on the light board and shit like that. I would pull up to school and have my little drawings on the desk and shit, flexing, you know, like.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was pretty good. I was pretty like talented. Like I could like draw. I could look at a dog and draw it. Like when I was young, you know what I'm saying?
I was tracing the shit like just on the light board. Mm-hmm. You know, we'd be tracing flash, drawing, just in the shop chilling. So it's like
that's dope.
Tattooing was honestly like always there. You know what I'm saying? I just never realized it. So that's why I feel like this shit was just meant to happen. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope knowing that. But I mean, unfortunately, my uncle, he passed away when I was like 14. So after that, I really wasn't around art or anything like that. And then, yeah, bro, it was kind of just like, damn, like, it damn near almost reminded me of my uncle. So I was just like, fuck, like, it was like putting me in my feelings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely fell back from it for a while. And then, you know, I was like 19 and I just picked up a machine, bro, and it came like secondhand. Like,
that's fire.
It was so easy to run with it.
That's fire. That's fire. What do you think about? So since you're your uncle's like, you consider him like an OG tattooer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
for
what do you
sure.
think about these OG tattooers that feel like we don't respect the game because we be like posting online and shit like that?
I think that it's crazy to think like that. You know what I'm saying? Because times are always evolving, so you should just get with the program. You know what I'm saying? Why fight what's going to happen regardless? You know what I'm saying? You should always accept change because it's inevitable.
Yeah, I agree. Change is inevitable, bro. My old boss tells me that all the time.
It's like, bro, get with it or get the fuck.
I'm kind of like an antagonizer too. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk shit too. So like, if you talking shit, I'm gonna talk shit. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yeah, I mean, it's different if people are talking shit for sure. Like,
let them have it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, bro, it's just, bro, get out your fucking feelings, drop the fucking ego, and lock the fuck in.
What I always remind myself, bro, is at the end of the day, dog, we're all trying to feed our families.
For sure. But
You
that's
know
all
what I'm saying? At
it's
the end of
about.
the day, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it comes down to in my eyes. You know, so even the guy over there who might work in a street shop and he makes skits and he does everything I tell my clients not to do and he hates my guts. Maybe that guy's just trying to fucking feed his daughter, put his daughter through school, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
there's a right way
yeah,
to do it, bro.
I respect it
There's
though.
a right way.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
I try to have respect for everybody in their hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever way they get it, but it's also hard to have respect for some of these grown ass men who are just like crybabies online. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's crazy. Shit's crazy.
I don't respect that shit at all.
Yeah.
What the
But
fuck?
Sage, now honestly, since you picked up the machine when you were 19, I'm sure you were like me, bro. You got an apprenticeship or no?
I don't, bro.
Yeah.
Completely self-taught. Never had an apprentice, bro. I probably didn't start working in a shop until I was like 2 years in.
Fire. Same. I was tattooed when I was 16, bro. I think that it was like started in my emo phase. Like I was like, damn, I had like a little emo phase, and I was like, damn, bro, I want to fucking kill myself.
Yeah, bro. It was funny because it was like one of the OGs on the south side had hit me up in my city, and he was like, yo, bro, like, come work. Or he was like, are you looking for a spot? And I was like, nah, I'm good. And then I ended up going through some shit with my girl at the moment. So I was like, yo, bro, can I go tattoo with you? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck it. I just went in there and I got that little experience. And then it was hella dope there. Like, it completely changed my outlook on the industry and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from there, I was like, all right, it's time to really take this shit up another notch and get around artists who are going to sharpen me and push me and shit like that. And honestly, bro, that's all I've been doing since then. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm out here in the 305 with one of the biggest.
Appreciate you, bro.
Honestly, if not the biggest.
Appreciate you, bro.
I gotta give you your flowers, my
I
boy.
appreciate that, dog.
Oh, God.
Appreciate that, dog. I think that tattoo's just crazy how much of a journey it's been. Like I was saying, like it was like for me, bro, too. I think it's easy for us to really like, you know, get along and understand each other's stories because it's similar in an industry where it's like you're self-taught, you don't have much guidance. You know what I'm saying? I was like young as fuck, depressed as fuck, going through like whatever weird shit I was going through, and rather than like cutting myself, I just like was on the deep search for fucking tattoo machines and needles, and I just wanted to tattoo myself bad. And I was tattooing my arm when I was like 15. So then I was like, boom, snowball down the hill. You know what I mean? It just kept getting worse. I kept tattooing more friends. It just kept getting worse.
Thanks, bro.
So it was like, with that stuff though, I feel like I made a lot of mistakes and I built a lot of bad habits I wish I could have avoided by finding the right mentor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, most definitely.
Yeah. So that was something too. That was like a big lesson I learned for sure. Like then I went to Miami. I got into I worked at one shop. How many shops you worked at?
I've been at 2 shops.
2 shops?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've worked at one shop, and bro, I always feel like it's a red flag when there's a dude who worked at like 8 shops. Like I know dudes that just jump shop. Like it shouldn't be.
No,
like
I definitely.
That, bro.
I'm the type of person, like, if I fuck with some people, I'm gonna try and thug it out. You know what I'm saying?
Loyalty.
At the end of the day, bro, like, situations are gonna come up and shit, but you just gotta handle the shit the right way. Like, communication is key. You know what I'm saying? So, and then of course, once things don't work out after that, it's like you can only do so much. But
Fucking
charge it to the game.
build 50 teams if we have to. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Build 50 teams if we
Facts.
have to. But what necessarily for you, when you were that like 19-year-old who just picked up a tattoo machine, like what necessarily for you was the goal? Like what was the end game? You know what I'm saying? Like what did you from your position back then, without knowing all the stuff you know now, what did you even think was possible through this shit?
Honestly, bro, it's really crazy because when I picked up that machine, I just ran with it and I didn't think much about it. You know what I'm saying? I was getting paid to do something I loved. So at the end of the day, that was a win for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything that came after that, it was just like, damn, this is what this shit can really do for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if I think back to the very first days when I started tattooing, it was just something that made me happy. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Same.
I didn't have to wake up and go clock into a bullshit ass job.
Same.
I didn't have to go and deal with no fucking bullshit ass managers.
Yeah.
I didn't have to be in the streets watching my back. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, to me, it was just peaceful.
Yeah. Yep. I agree 100%, bro. I agree 100%. I think that.
Not that I'm not watching my back now still.
Yeah.
You know where we come from.
Yeah, you gotta watch your back, bro. Come on. I think that it's one of those things too with tattooing, bro, where it's like, dog, when I searched up on Google when I was like 16, yo, what does the average tattooer make? I think that shit told me like 50 G's a year.
Bro,
like I was like, I was not thinking I was gonna make any bread like that. Maybe I was like, oh, if I get lucky, I'm gonna do 100K a year and I'll have a good life.
And like you said, bro, like when I had asked you what you thought was my biggest downfall and you said I wasn't hungry enough, it's just like, bro, I come from straight nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like my family not having shit. So just for me to be able to pay my bills, I was happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think it was a part of me not being hungry. It's just not even really knowing what is really capable. You know what I'm saying? And my boy Raf done went, copped a fucking Rari the same day I pulled up out here in Miami. So there's definitely levels to this shit, man.
We dropped the bag, guys. We dropped the bag. New addition to the team. New addition to the team. I'm glad Sage was there to see that. I bet that shit was sick as fuck.
Nah, it was, bro.
I remember, I clear as fucking day remember the first time I got flown out to tattoo a client off TikTok. And it was my boy Ethan Duran in New York. And he put me in his penthouse and he drove me around in the Lambos all day long for like 2-3 days straight. I tattooed him and all his homies. We went out, we had fun. And bro, that shit changed. That shit opened my eyes to how much money was really out here. You know, like literally, bro, opened my eyes, dog. And yesterday, who do you think the first motherfucker I sent that Rari to was my boy Ethan? And Ethan was like, damn, bro, I'm proud as fuck, dog. Because that's really what it's all about, dog. Like, bro, it actually makes me emotional.
Trust me,
No,
bro.
how
You're
gay it
going to
sounds.
get some supercar pics from me real soon.
I already know. But that shit makes me emotional, bro. Like, it really wasn't about the cars, bro.
It's not,
about,
bro. It's about the fucking journey.
Yeah,
it's about the
dog.
grind that it takes to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Because me, bro, I'm not even a big materialistic person, but, bro, you got to set them goals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have something to work towards.
Yeah.
And then you got to have fun with it, bro. You got to reward yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
And
that's what I see now being out here with you. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. You got to put yourself in uncomfortable situations also.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You know
trying
what
to
I'm
be
saying? Like,
super uncomfortable.
I've been pushing myself with cars for a
Fuck
minute
being
now.
comfortable.
I told my mom on the phone yesterday, I said, Mom, remember how, well, not yesterday on the phone, when she was here actually upstairs with me, I told my mom, I said, Mom, do you remember when I went to buy that Maybach like a year and a half ago and they denied me? And I called her like really upset because they denied me and she had shit credit so she couldn't co-sign, so she felt bad. You know what I'm saying? So I remember my mom felt like shit about it too. And like, you know what I'm saying? It was just time and time again, even though I had the bread, I'd get denied by the bank, whatever, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. It's just tough. So for me, the cars is almost more of like it's a different thing too. It's not just like, yo, like, can I get this car? It's like a challenge to me. It's like, damn, bro, like I got denied for so many cars, so much shit, no help from my parents, nothing. Like, I gotta fucking figure out a way to get this shit one way or another, dog. I was like so determined. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what they say, man. Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. So now with you, when you started tattooing and you really got into the game, like you really started crushing it, because even you said to me yesterday, you were like, bro, it's like I don't feel like I got good this last year. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like, which I think is a crazy thing to say because you've been snapping with it. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, like that was back when me and you locked in about a year ago, like a year and a half ago, a year ago. In that first year and a half, like what's really changed since then? Like what was that beginning stage you were at? And you were like we're talking about, guys. I mean, we've already showed you guys Sage's work. Sage was doing extremely high quality work in San Antonio, bro. And he had a couple limiting beliefs on kind of what he could do. You know what I'm saying, from there.
I think the biggest thing, bro, was like gaining my confidence. You know what I'm saying? And being able to like be me comfortably. You showed me how to like build my brand and push it as my authentic self and get people to fuck with me for who I am. And that just made me super confident. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fact that you never even taught me a single thing about tattooing, but just the confidence alone helped my ego and helped me boost my own creative flows. Bro, like, I walk in the shop and even though I know I'm not the shit, I'm going to walk in that bitch like I'm the shit because I know I'm about to do some crazy-ass work. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it goes, bro. Like, everything flows with the energy and shit. So you definitely helped me get the confidence and go crazy, bro.
Yeah. What were some of the things that confidence kind of helped you do with your business? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that
Definitely
you
scaled
raised your
to
prices.
25K months.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, bro, because I didn't even know that would be possible tattooing. You know what I'm saying? Before I locked in with you, I was touching like 6K months, probably. Who knows? I wouldn't even count this shit.
Bro, that's insane.
But I was charging 600 a day.
6K to 25K months. It's like almost 5x monthly income. That's insane.
Now we're charging 2 bands a day.
2 bands a day.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you helped me implement a lot of right systems into my program that, like you see, bro, 10-folded my shit.
Nah, bro. Sage has been one of the best clients I've worked with, hands down, bro. In my consulting business over the last year, and we've helped a lot of business owners.
I hate that he says that, bro, because being out here in Miami, I realized like I'm barely scratching the surface.
Yo,
like I thought I was working, bro, but I'm bullshitting so bad.
Well, that's why I say that shit about shops.
Y'all literally created a monster out here, dog.
That's why I say that shit about shops. I'm like, bro, like you got to keep, like a lot of these shop owners, they have a shop, they make 20 G's a month, and then they just ride that wave and buy a crib and show up a little less. And the artists who work for them are like, why am I even here, bro? I'm not even learning shit no more.
And show up way more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, do I even have time to sleep when I get home?
You see how, and honestly, tell a lot of these people right here, like a lot of these people are going to hear us talking about the numbers, hear us talking about the Raris, like whatever, bro, the fun stuff, the money, whatever. How much work are we putting in compared to these other guys, bro?
I'm not going to lie. You and your team's work ethic, I've not seen nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, bro, it was super dope to be around y'all and see how y'all are operating and shit. Y'all are operating at a super crazy level. Y'all definitely got the game in a fucking chokehold.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
All y'all guys are putting in work. You're all playing your roles, working together. And that's a big thing that I took from being out here with y'all too, bro. Like, these boys are always on their phone trying to get some money. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that shit for sure.
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. Now we live and
every
breathe
single
this shit.
one of them on the team, bro.
Yeah, we live and breathe this shit, bro. Honestly, and I think it's one of those things too, where it's like you guys have everyone has a tremendous tool in their fucking pocket, dog.
Bro, like literally on my second day here, you know, I'm trying to wake up. I low-key overslept because of the plane and, you know, just getting adjusted out here. Bro, Rafa was already outside early in the morning, feeding some grass, making some racks. I'm like, damn, bro, I got to lock it in.
I'll be honest with you. It's 10:52. By 10:20 this morning, I made $5,000. So I made 5 bands this morning. Made a good 11 yesterday.
Some cool shit.
Ran up a bag.
Some
yeah,
cool
nothing crazy. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that if pure hard work led to fucking being rich, dog, the donkey would own the farm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have systems in place. You got to work smarter, not harder. For you to continuously, a lot of business owners out here are burning out. They burn out with content. They burn out with work. You know, it's not supposed to be like that. With the proper systems in place, that doesn't happen.
Honestly, right? What I learned working with you, bro, is you're only as good as the systems you have in place. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these guys have no systems.
Yeah.
Drifting completely.
That's why they're no good.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what I'm saying? For a little while, too, I feel like...
But it's not too late.
It's not too late.
It's not too late to lock in.
It's not too late to lock in. But also, you guys got to think about yourselves and honestly, you know, really audit your business and audit yourself as a person, too. You know, really break down on a piece of paper or whatever your strengths and weaknesses with your business, and then look back at your business and really focus and compare yourself. I think comparison a lot of people say comparison is a thief of joy. I think comparison is the best thing, one of the best tools you guys have to improve.
For sure.
You know, for you to look at, for example, if a client joins my program tomorrow and says, what do you think's wrong with my voiceover video, Raf? Like, it's not doing well. It's not bringing me clients the way this client is, whatever. I'm going to sit down and do a second-by-second breakdown of the difference between them and someone who's performing just way better. You know, comparison is one of the best tools you guys have, and it's free. So if you guys need to audit your business, sit down, think about your strengths and weaknesses, think about your business from sales, marketing, and product, and break down where you're lacking or where you need to work on. You know, Sage was one of those guys where his product was fucking incredible. He had been working on his product for so many years. You know, his craft and everything he's doing was focused on just the systems he was creating behind tattooing, right? You've had systems behind tattooing.
Bro, I focused damn near 5 years on the craft before I ever really started like,
Back end
okay,
shit.
I need some pay for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just for the love of the game for a while.
you know, yeah.
Bro, I used to be charged. I used to do it for the love of the game too, bro. Ask Herman, bro. Like, bro, I used to be at the shop 7 days a week, no clients. Swear to God, bro.
That's what it takes, though. You know what I'm saying?
Just smoke, sit there on TikTok, draw, maybe tattoo my boy, make some videos. I was there every day though, because I didn't know if someone was gonna walk in at 7:59 when we were closing or walk in at 1:30 when we just opened, bro. But damn right, my boss told me you sit here from the beginning from when we open to when we close, and you wait for some money to walk in. You know what I'm saying? Because money could walk in at any moment. And that's how it was. One day I was sitting there, boom, 5 guys walk in. I do each of them a $200 tattoo. Then all of a sudden I have my first $1,000 day. Then I realized, I'm like, oh shit, I made a band yesterday. Like, I'm up. I spent the whole shit at Bass Pro Shops. You think I gave a fuck about Ferraris back then or thought I was ever going to own one,
That's
dog?
what I'm saying, bro.
No.
I just didn't even realize. Like,
Yeah, I had no thoughts about that shit, bro. I really didn't. You know? And I think that, okay, tell me this. What would be your advice to a young man or a young woman who's getting into tattooing who feels like technically they have really solid work? You know what I'm saying? They're really solid clientele, really solid work, but they feel like they're lacking on the business side. Where would you tell them to kind of focus first, you know?
I would definitely say just don't even waste the time trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? Find someone who's in the position you see yourself in and seek guidance, seek mentorship. You know what I'm saying? Because the cost of wasting time could cost you way more.
Yeah, I actually have I love that you said that, bro. And that's something that we talked about the last couple of days, you know, the price versus cost conversation with people. You know, like there's a price for everything, but what's the cost long term? You know, Sage might have paid a good amount of money to join Mentorship a year ago, but imagine a year of still making $6K a month.
I definitely wouldn't be out here.
Life would be different, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Life would be different. And it wasn't like life was bad. You were very blessed. You're killing it. You know
But
what
like
I'm
you
saying?
said, bro, I was comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I wasn't really comfortable.
And now
I
you're
was just settling.
now you're like definitely not comfortable.
I'm not.
Now you're not, I know you're not comfortable now. Bro,
Definitely not.
4x his fucking rates, and he's looking at me like, Raf, what's next? Raf, what's next? Cause
Levels to this shit. If you're not growing, you're dying.
and guys too, if you're not growing, you're dying is one of my favorite things to fucking say, bro. And I think too that me and Sage want you guys to understand, like there's a mindset shift that needs to happen here. You know, me and him both run mentorship programs, run programs where we help grow others. You know, he's expanded into that because of just how high in demand in his state and just how quality of work he puts out. And
not even that too, bro. It's like, shit, I want to help the next person win. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody who is like in my position or can relate to my story, bro, I definitely want to help them win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not? But at the end of the day, bro, you know, like the game is meant to be sold.
Not told, baby. And Sage is about it, bro. I mean, he's here on vacation, and he's out on the balcony taking client calls, helping people out with their design process, breaking stuff down for clients one-on-one on FaceTime. Bro is getting to the bag and getting to the work just like everybody else, you know, and I'm super proud of him. And it's also one of those things, too, where...
It definitely didn't cost me shit to come out here.
No, yeah, you make that shit right back real quick. Real quick, dog. Real quick. And it's also one of those things
Before I
where...
even came out here.
Before?
Yeah.
Done. Bro's probably getting... You said you got 150 inquiries overnight from, like, those 2 reels we posted last week.
Bro, the inbound leads off the systems that we made, bro, 50 inquiries is a normal thing for me a day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
A lot of people
already
ask.
know what comes with that.
A lot of people
You know what I'm
think they
saying?
need 1 million followers on TikTok, 600,000 on Instagram to do something. That's what I tell people. I do 50 to 100 inquiries a day. People are like, oh my God, it's insane. Bro's doing the same shit. And he has
have, like,
30,000 followers.
Yeah, 30,000.
Bro, incredible. Because it's more so about the quality of the followers over the quantity.
Yeah.
I searched for virality for a long time. I thought going viral was the method I was going to get paid at. But actually, the second I stopped chasing virality, I made the most money in my business. You know, I made the most money, right? Well, second I started chasing, you know, really understanding marketing, understanding psychology of clients, understanding sales is when I really started to make a lot of money. You know, because there's a whole different game right there on the back end of this. You know what I'm saying? That people do not understand, right? There's a whole different mindset shift that we need to have. And when Sage said, you said, I want to help the people that are like me, because we have a lot of conversations with, I hate to say it, low-level business owners, who say they want to grow their business, who say they want help, but they never take the risks. They never dive deep in the water. They never jump head first. They never jump off the porch. It's always just mere talk, you know what I'm saying? And majority of people just talk.
The people like me that I see, I know they're going to take the risk.
Yeah.
I know they're going to invest in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they're going to be hungry. And that's the type of people I want to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, guys. It's more so about being committed, and it's more so about one of those things, too, where it's like...
How bad do you fucking want it?
Bro, literally, guys, realistically, there's even been times where we've had clients who hit us up and they're like, yo, I want this so bad. There's been clients who hit me up with 100,000 followers, gold rollie on their wrist, Porsche in the garage. Raf, I want to join your program. They think because they have 100,000 followers and they're already doing well, I'm going to roll out the red carpet for them, special treatment. I'm like, all right, pay the bag. Oh, give me a couple days. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Then the kid with some random kid with 2,000 followers.
Nah, bro, you can do me, bro. Even the 30K, bro. I drop that shit.
Even you,
like
bro. Yeah, you drop that bag like nothing. And it's like.
And I would do it again, bro.
And you're more than happy. And these other guys think that they get special treatment, bro. They don't. Like, I'd rather work with the hungry motherfucker, the one that's like, yo, Raf, I'm not going to waste any time. This is my top priority. I need this done. I need to take care of my family. Bro, you just had a baby when you locked in with me, bro. And you were more locked in than ever.
If anything, like, that's what made me lock in. Like you said, bro, I had my daughter. And I was like, it's time to get some more fucking chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to tell my daughter no to anything. I'm not going to tell my kids no to anything, bro. I brought them in this world, so I'm going to make sure they got the best life I can possibly give them. You know what I'm saying?
100%, bro.
So it was like, I didn't even have an option, bro. I had to lock in with you. You know what I'm saying? I seen what you're doing. So I took that risk, locked in with you, and definitely got the reward from it.
Yeah. No, bro, I know.
We barely getting started, bro.
Barely, bro.
Barely getting started.
That
shit's already changed my life so much, bro. I can't even thank you enough, honestly.
No, bro, I got you, bro. I appreciate
sure.
you, bro.
Yeah,
love.
bro.
It's love for real, bro. You guys have all changed my life too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always fucking, I don't know, bro. Every time I think of Rod Wave, I think of jazz, and it makes me laugh. But I think of that one. Shout
out to my boy Yap, man.
Yeah, shout out to Yap, man, bro. That's the homie, dog. We love you, Jazz. But I think of that one song where he's like, man, a hard grind saved me, bro. Like, dead ass. Like, that's how I feel. Like, a hard grind just saved me, bro. Like, that shit was just what I needed, bro. What I needed it.
Not for sure.
And also, you know what I'm saying? If I slip, you guys fall. So it keeps me on my toes when I'm working with all you guys. We're all killers, and we're helping each other.
You know, we gonna make sure you're not falling too, though.
Yeah.
That's a part of what makes the team work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Literally, it's more of a partnership.
See, like, all y'all boys got each other's back and shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Of course, bro. I think that tattooing went from one of those things where it was negative, and not even just tattooing. I mean, I think this goes for a lot of service-based businesses, but I think that a lot of us have found comfort and love and friendship in these places. You know what I'm saying? In tattoo shops, hanging out with our friends. Like, bro, I always say you could find me 80 fucking years old. I'm gonna be in the tattoo shop drinking some fucking whiskey with my boys, telling old stories. Like, that's all I want to do, bro. That's all I want to do. I don't give a fuck how much money I have. That's going to be the end goal for me, is just laughing right there, telling stories with my boys. Like,
that's fire.
That, like, 3 or 4 hours a piece where I'm locked in tattooing, then we go outside, we all smoke, we all laugh, tell jokes. That's the best, bro. That's the best. But to get paid good while you do it and pull up in the Rari and leave in the McLaren, that's a different story, right? If you want to make NBA money, you got to operate at an NBA fucking work ethic level. Right, and that's something that Sage over the past year has 100% adopted into his whole program, bro.
Don't give me too much credit, but definitely,
bro has a lot of potential still.
For sure,
that's what we know. You know what I'm saying? Bro has a lot of potential still, dog, and it's also one of those things where it's like, tell them a little bit about kind of the people you've been working with and kind of how you've been helping them.
So as far as that goes, bro, I've been doing the coaching for not too long. You know what I'm saying? I really just started doing that. You know, I hit you last December. I was like, what's next, bro? And you were like, you think I should do the coaching? I locked in on that.
Yeah.
I've signed already, I would say, like, close to 15 clients since then. And, bro, it's been dope as hell seeing that even though I'm not at a super big level in my career, the effect I've been able to make on other up-and-coming artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had homies who could only book out 2 weeks are booking out months now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope as fuck to see people who
It's the best.
really wanted it and were hungry, just didn't know what right route to take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that we can help people do that with the right structures, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy that the shit works. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you got to have the right mindset behind the shit.
You do.
Because these guys, they put in the work, or even the girls, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I coached any female clients yet, though.
Yeah.
But, bro, they put in the work, and it works. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody can live more comfortably.
We've had some killer female clients in the program, bro, and I think that bro, like with what's going on nowadays with the saturation of the industry or whatever the fuck.
What is that?
I don't know, but that's what they're all
mean?
saying. That's what they're all saying. It's just the word on the street. But with all this saturation, I think it's.
Hey Siri, what does tattoo saturation industry mean? I don't even know what that means, bro.
Bro, even more of an opportunity to stand out.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Even more of an opportunity to stand out, guys.
Sure.
If you guys are not taking advantage of your personal brand and really leveraging understanding business and how business works, continue to be left in the Stone Age. I think the tattoo industry is the only industry in the fucking world that is so behind with understanding sales, understanding advertising. Bro, Apple, phone companies, even the fucking landscaping companies that are outside cutting my lawn right now understand advertising and running ads and getting clients. Like,
even your fucking mobile detailer.
my mobile detailer has his Ray-Ban Meta glasses on, bro. Probably taking videos, posting content right there. How do you think I find everyone I work with? Instagram. How do you think every client that comes to us? Instagram. All your clients are inbound leads, right? And a lot of people might say, oh, well, I have a bunch of inbound leads. I'm just not charging that much. Okay, you have a sales problem. A lot of people might say, oh, I close a lot of clients who come to me, but I don't have that many leads. Okay, you have a marketing problem. Yeah. The content does the heavy lifting, guys. And there's an answer for every problem you're having in your business.
I promise you, there's never been a time that I had a question and Rafa has not been able to answer it and put me on track. So there's always an answer. There's always something you could be doing.
And what have you seen me doing outside of just me teaching, bro? I invest in mentorship also. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I get new information, I bring it straight to you. You know, when I try new things, I bring it straight to you guys. And it's like, I've been so blessed to be taught what I've been taught. You know, my boy Gabe put me on to building a mentorship program properly. And look, now I've put, you've been able to build your mentorship properly and have structure to it and have a plan with it and, you know, really be able to effectively help people.
And it's really crazy because I didn't even think I would be able to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, who's going to fuck with me when, you know, you're in the game, bro? And it's like, bro, it's money out here for everybody. There's a lane out here for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
Definitely, like, just pull the trigger and take the risk. You don't know what's capable until you really try.
And how's it been, too, charging high ticket? Because, guys,
It's been fucking great.
The same approach we take to the tattoos, guys, the same approach we take to elite mentorship. You know what I mean? Part of the commitment, part of the investment is paying that bag.
Honestly, at this point, it ain't even about getting the bag, bro. It's like how much fucking work and time and dedication we done put into the shit. It don't make sense to not get the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it just don't make sense.
We've generated at least a few $1 million in revenue for our students over the last year. You know, and these are service-based business owners, right? It's not something that we're selling fucking, you know, I don't know, AI something or something online or something like this. Like, a lot of us are just off the sweat of our brow working, doing our tattoos, worked with clients that also own body shops, work with clients that are hairstylists, work with clients that are makeup artists. You've worked with clients in different fields. You know what I mean? So what we're able to do out here is nothing short of a blessing, but also, guys, what I want you to see from this is see how possible it is and how much growth Sage has had in the last year. A lot of us, we're in positions similar to you guys, so we're no different than you guys. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got, we're just human, bro.
Bro, and honestly, like, when you say that, bro, I do want to touch up more on, like, my past, bro.
Go
ahead.
Really
show people that, like,
tell everyone, bro, please.
You know, like I said, my mother was a single mother who raised me, my brother, and my sister alone. You know what I'm saying? So just coming up in that type of environment, like, you know, money's tight. You know what I'm saying? I seen my mom stress all the time just to keep food on the table, keep the bills paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she would work like 2 or 3 jobs at once, and we ain't even really even seeing my mom because we're with grandpa and grandma or my uncles and aunts, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we was all over the place, like, growing up. And it's just crazy because I feel like seeing my mom work so hard, there was no way that I could grow up and not get the bag. You know what I'm saying? My mom definitely played a huge role in the way I hustle today, bro. It's like no way could I let my mom out hustle me.
100%.
But it's like also, I feel like she deserves the world. You know what I'm saying, for doing that for us. So I definitely don't take that shit lightly. I'm really trying to retire her in like the next year or two. You know what I'm saying? So that thing right there. And then of course, bro, like growing up, we're on government assistance and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't fucking sunshines and rainbows and shit.
Yeah.
So just know that it's possible, no matter what you come from.
100%. Inspirational story from Sage, bro. Inspirational story. Tell me a little bit too about as you got older, bro, because I feel like a lot of young men, a lot of young women go to this like when you were 18, 19, go through this like there's two roads they could take. You know what I mean? They could take the path of college, they could take the path of entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying? Or they can go off to the wrong path. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What necessarily made you think, hey, like I'm gonna do this myself? Like what gave you the courage to go entrepreneurship over college like
Honestly,
everybody
bro,
else?
like even in high school, bro, like I was fucking around in the streets. You know, I had a younger brother and a younger sister, bro, and it was like, shit, bro, going into school and shit, not being able to have the clothes you want or the shoes you wanted. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it hit different, bro. You know what I'm saying, for me as a kid. And I was just like, damn, like, I don't want to say like I felt like I was robbed of my experiences, but I just had to kind of take it for what it was, you know what I'm saying? But eventually I got to a point where I realized like all this is in my hands. Like, what am I going to do to change my situation? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I started hustling and shit. And when my brother and sister started hitting high school, bro, I was taking them to the mall, cashing out on clothes for them, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that they were right. So it's just like, I didn't even want my mom to have to worry about paying for both of them because my brother and sister are twins, you know what I'm saying? So she still wasn't in the right predicament when they came around. So I was like, you know what, I got this shit. So I damn near stepped into that role of like, I'm going to take this on. I'm going to start helping her. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, it just kind of snowballed, bro. Like, I was fucking around in the streets. I knew for sure I was never going to go to college, bro. My mom was like real tight on me in school, bro. You know what I'm saying? And she was like,
My mom too.
you're not going to drop out because, bro,
Yeah.
everybody in my family's dropouts. Nobody fucking went to finish high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nobody in my family was really having like that.
I was the only kid that didn't go to college. I feel like out of all my sister, brother, and sister, like they all went to college, and I was like, nah.
And it's
fuck
funny
that.
because, like, I did try to drop out, and then my mom was like, you're not going to stay in my house if you're not at school. You know what I'm saying? So what I did, I was like, all right, bet. I was not a stupid kid. You know what I'm saying? I was smart as fuck, bro. But I just knew, like, bro, I seen my mom try to do it the right way, you know, the right way, and that didn't work out. So I knew, like, I definitely wasn't going to take that route. I didn't fuck with school, so I wasn't going to take school route at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hated
school.
being there, bro.
Hated that shit.
But I was super smart, bro, and so I
Which is
just
crazy
went.
because I teach now, a lot.
It is crazy how things play out, bro.
I teach a lot now.
It's just that environment of sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's
That's
just
why they gotta
definitely
want
not
it.
for me.
Literally, fuck.
You know what I'm
that,
saying? To work a job where you're gonna be capped out at, like, fuck that shit.
I don't like
You know what I'm
caps. I don't like caps, guys, and that's the big reason why I started marketing. I started doing consulting, teaching marketing, and a lot of that because I was making 50, 60,000 a month, working 6-7 days a week tattooing, charging pretty high rates. You know, double the rate of everyone around me. You know what I'm saying, in my area, and dude, I was unfulfilled, man. I had stomach ulcers. I was in the hospital. Like, I was just working myself too much, stressing out, just trying to get it, just trying to make more bread. But there wasn't more bread to make, right? Like, I was capped off. And then, you know, I just couldn't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I had to work less, charge more. Since then, I've doubled my rates again. Now charging about $4K a day. Only work 4 days a week tattooing.
Going crazy.
Yeah, and I only work 4 days a week tattooing. And then the other 3 days a week, I do my consulting, right? And we've been able to do well over 50K a month. It's more around 50K a week now, guys. So It's incredible what you can do when you really put your mind to it, because I was dead set on making more than $100K a month, and doing it by myself with just tattooing it just wasn't cutting it, bro.
That's definitely one big thing I took away from being out here, bro, is it's crazy what's capable when you put your mind to things. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. We be running up big bags, dog. Big bags. There's a lot of money to make out here.
It's a whole lot of dog shit coming
in. Whole lot. And we keep the whole team fed too, bro. Trust me, everybody's eating off that shit, dog. A lot of you guys that have too much ego to build your business, build your brand, bro. You're gassing yourselves up and your whole fam's on E. Everybody around you at your shop ain't busy. Nobody booked. You know what I'm saying? Everybody begging. No, you don't even sit down and give your guys advice. You know? You should be ashamed, honestly, to call yourself business owner, some of you motherfuckers. But that's just my 2 cents on the fact. I think that...
I wouldn't really know. I'm pretty sure you know better than me when it comes to that, but...
Well, these guys are fucking having shops and fucking not doing right. You've put fucking mad food on people's tables, bro. You know how it is. You couldn't have someone next to you if they weren't eating too. I know you're like that. Bro, I know you're like that. That shit would keep you up at night. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
that's why I'm like real big on who I even bring around. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you around me, you gonna be up.
That's why when people too, they hit me up at the program, whatever. I'm like, bro, like, look at Sage's testimonial. Look at this guy's testimonial. And they're like, oh, you got more? I'm like, bro, who are you to question the credibility of Sage? Like, this motherfucker is the most credible guy in Texas when it comes to getting tatted, bro. And also, you know what I'm saying?
You scammed me, bro, bad.
Popping his shit with the least amount of followers, too, has the most motion. Like, dog, followers and having a big brand does not equal motion, guys. We need to understand that. You know, if you have a large following and you're not making money off it, do you have a big potential? Yes, if you understand how to build a business and build those skills, which takes a long time. Building the skill of asking for a lot of money takes a lot of time, right? Building the skill of sales and understanding psychology takes a lot of time. Building the skills of marketing takes a lot of time, and it's ever evolving. Even Sage said to me the other day, he was like, yo, we're a year into working with each other, bro, and I'm still like, yo, you gotta help me with this. You gotta help me with my content. Like, it's never over, you know?
It's always growing, bro.
Always.
I think that's the big thing, like, with all of it, is just making sure you're constantly growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you need to be real with yourself and understand what you need to work on and work on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to do too much at once. Just take on the next big problem.
One thing that I heard that was like really game changing to me, bro, is you got to give something up. You got to give something up, bro. If you're at a position of your life right now where you're like me and Sage used to be, maybe you're making 5 bands a month, 10 bands a month, and you're like, dog, like, how do I get to that 20, 30? Like, what's going to get me there? Bro, you got to give something up, bro. You know, I don't do none of the shit I used to like to do. I don't play no video games. Like, bro, like, it's not the same as it used to be when I was a kid, bro. Like, I gave numerous things up.
Living real life video game.
But you got to give it up. And it's also like, bro, right now, what's going on right now, bro, there was a long period of time, many years of grind where it was not like that. Many years of upgrading cribs to finally get to the big crib. Many years of upgrading cars to finally get to the big car. Many years of 7 days a week grinding. Lost my girl, lost all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I gave up a lot of shit. I gave it all up. I traded it off for the game. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you can't cheat it.
The game knows what you put in, though, too.
Can't cheat it. It knows. It knows, bro. So, but one person who said that was Daniel G., guy who teaches sales. I was watching one of his YouTube videos, and he said that when I was one late night. I don't know why I was just watching one of his videos. And he said, if you're a young man, you want to make it to that next level, he said, you have to give something up. He said, and only you know what it is. So, only you know what it is, bro. Look internally, you know. Only you know what it is. Even me right now, I know exactly what I got to do for the next level. I know what I got to do.
Likewise.
Yeah, clarity.
I got to give a lot of bullshitting that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying?
Me too, bro.
I've just been bullshitting, bro, and that's all it is.
Yeah,
you got to be able to be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And also be real with yourself in the sense of, like, guys, we're not fucking robots. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, I smoke weed. I like to drink. I'm not a fucking waking up at 4:30 in the morning and hopping in a cold plunge and optimally living my life like all these fucking CEOs that run $200 million companies are doing. I'm not doing that. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying stop being yourself, but there's so much room to grow without all that extra shit involved. A lot of people think, oh, man, I have to fucking have a six-pack and be completely, you know, completely locked in with this and that for me to be able to go and start building my business and do that. Bro, there's no real steps that you need to take. What you need to do is just take action.
Yeah. I like that, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I just got tired of my old shit. You know what I'm saying? And I took action, locked in with you.
Literally.
Then we taking action every day.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? And that completely changed everything.
Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable, bro. And it's also like something too that you know, when you work with the right people, bro, you don't gotta question if everybody's on their shit. Like, it just happens.
Bro, it's almost like I'm going to make sure I'm on my shit because I don't even want you to be questioning me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's my mindset behind it. It's like, bro, I would look stupid to lock in with you, and it's just like having you babysit me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's also retarded. The people too that see people seeing success. You know what I mean? And they think negatively about it. You know, like, what do you have to say to those people who like see other people seeing success in the industry and like them feeling negative about it? You know what I mean? Like, what would you kind of say to that?
Stop being a bitch.
Could be you too, bro. Could be you too, bro.
Go up, get your ass up, and go get to it.
That's it.
Stop hating. That's why you're not where you want to be at, because you're sitting on your phone hating.
What about really talented people that might have a salty attitude? Because I feel like there's a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are super talented,
that's
bro.
super unfortunate, too.
Yeah, it's sad, bro. It's such a sad thing to see, bro. Like, I see some of the dopest artists, like, dropping the craziest hate comments, like, just being the most bitter motherfucker. And you know that's how they are with their clients, too. You know it. That energy carries into every part of what you do.
Whoever that is, you got to do some inner healing for sure.
There's a lot of people like that, bro. There's a lot.
I mean, I don't see that type of shit that I know you're talking about, you know what I'm saying? But for sure, they got to fix something going on inside, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, I could never just wake up and be like, hate on someone. You know, I don't even have the fucking time to do it. I'm over here trying to touch a 30, 40, 50K month. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah. I think, too, it's one of those things, too, where it's like, you should just be happy for people, guys.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, just be happy for people,
sure,
bro. Like, that kid might not be that good, and he's popping right now. Like, bro, he'll get good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all part of the process. You know, it's all part of the process. Everybody grows at their own rate.
You got to learn how to crawl before you can walk. You know what I'm saying? So,
now, in terms of you, when it came to really, like, actually making the leap from going from making $6K a month to making $25K a month, you know, a lot of that process had nothing to do with your work, right? Like you said, I never taught you a thing about tattooing.
Work, bro. Nothing. It was all about holding myself accountable, taking actions off of all the systems that you've helped me implement into my business. Multiple bro, systems. Not just one.
Conversations.
You know what I'm saying? From, like you said, bro, the conversations that you're having with people, which I realize is super big now. I'm definitely not having enough conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it's like the whole ecosystem behind social media and shit like that, bro, that one right there is probably one of the biggest things to me. You know what I'm saying? Because people get into this whole thing of, oh, yeah, I'm posting, so I'm doing good. But it's like, what are you doing with your posts? What's your intention behind the post? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you even making that post? And when you start thinking about it like that, it gets so deep, bro. Because like you said, there's the ecosystem with lead generating and then nurturing clients, bro. And you cannot do one without the other. You know what I'm saying? One hand washes the other. Because for a minute, I was fucking up. You called me out on my shit. You were like, bro, you were doing hella good on your lead generating, and then you started doing your nurturing. You're not lead generating. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I didn't even peep that. So it's just like, it's crazy, bro. The systems implemented are crazy. The results they have are even more crazy.
Yeah. No, it's been insane, guys. And I think that, guys, it's also one of those things, too, where you guys have seen the testimonials. So you guys have seen the testimonials. I mean, even Sage being on this podcast right now is one big testimonial. And I appreciate him coming out and even doing all this because it's off the love, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All love, bro.
Like,
all love.
I already knew that when you really go ahead and deliver on what you promise, you earn a lot of respect.
Bro, that's the thing, though. You didn't even promise nothing.
Yeah.
You're just like, bro, let's lock in and look what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You weren't pressuring me or nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't make no open promises. Like, you really just showed me what the work can do. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that shit.
Bro, I appreciate
the game
you,
that
bro.
you gave me is crazy, bro. A lot of this shit I'm gonna hold for life.
No, I
you know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
So
That makes me happy,
the
bro.
shit that you taught me is bigger than tattooing, like you say, bro. You know what I'm saying? So forever grateful, bro.
No, that makes me happy as fuck, bro. That really makes me happy, bro. That makes my heart happy, bro.
Bro, on me, bro. I damn near love you like my mom.
Nah,
bro.
dead ass,
no
bro.
bullshit.
Love you
like
too,
you
dog.
my dog, bro.
Mad love, bro. Mad love. I think that this is a good place to call this because it's just a lot of
That
good
boy
things
Raph
in the
getting
world,
all-
bro. With all the negative
emotional.
shit going on out here, bro, with all the war in the world and all this shit, bro, like there's still some goodness going on, bro. There's still some good shit happening, dog, and there's still a lot of opportunity, a lot of blessing, and God is still shining His light through. And I just pray that God watches over all those people that are in worse situations than us. You know what I'm saying? That don't have the opportunities that we have. And I think that it would be disrespectful for us not to make the most of what we have because of all the people going through the shit they're going through. So, Sage,
Life is too short, man. So don't take it for granted and make the most of it.
for real. Life's good. Let's go have ourselves a day,
Life's
my boy.
fucking great.
See you guys later. Thank you, guys.